Some experiences you can have only in Rishikesh.
Hi everyone and welcome to Sugar Spice Nice. My name is Shweta and in this video I am in Rishikesh. I am heading to explore two very famous tourist spots here, almost like a day trip, and I'm taking you with me. So let's get this day started with a trip to Vashishta Gufa, which is slightly over an hour away from Rishikesh, about 30 kilometers or so. Since we were 8 to 10 of us, we are traveling by a mini bus, but you can hire a car, a cab, whatever suits you to get here.
So we've got down on this place and there's this Swami Purushothamanand ashram, and then there are two ways to get to the Gufa. One is steps and one is like a sloping ramp. I think I'm going to be taking the steps. So those were the steps that I just came down, and now there are a few more. There is a bit of a slope now, but thankfully there's a railing. This is it. This is the last part of the slope. What a beautiful welcome. So this is also an ashram. I think that's why there are that many cows and there's like a little gaushala. Samadhi sthal, and I think it's under construction, so I don't know whether we'll be able to go inside. Yes, we can go inside. I cannot take you guys inside, but I'll tell you more about it once I go and come back. This is a place where Sage Vashishtha meditated, and that is why the Gufa or the cave is filled with all kinds of spiritual, positive vibrations. And even a 2-minute meditation here can change your life. At least that's what I felt. Dark cave, not very big, but there is sufficient space for at least 7 or 8 people to sit down and meditate for a few minutes. And inside there is a shivling. There is no light in the cave except for the light coming from a small diya. And when you come out of the cave, you do get a little bit of a prasad. Sage Vashishtha is known to be the human son of Lord Brahma and is also one of the 7 Saptarishis. Right when you come down from Vashishta Gufa, you will come across this whole part where you can literally see the Ganga flowing and just look at the color of the water. I think I could just spend a lot of time sitting here and feeling that tranquility, enjoying that peace. So that is where we were, and you have to walk a little bit to enjoy this view. The sun is completely overhead right now, but still I can just imagine this place earlier in the morning or probably a little bit before sunset. Wow. This place is about 25 to 30 kilometers away from Rishikesh, and in my opinion, an absolute must visit. After Vashishta Gufa, it's time to proceed ahead, and I'm actually heading towards Devprayag, but because it's way past lunchtime, I thought of making a pit stop for lunch. And this area is called Teen Dhara. There's a lot of small dhabas here, small restaurants, and we decided to go to one to grab a quick bite. It's called Sainik, and we ordered parathas and Maggi and some drinks, and this was like a very quick meal. Now that our tummies are full and happy, it's time to proceed ahead to Devprayag. So right behind me is Devprayag, and we are right now not yet at the lowest part. We've just like gotten out of our car and we're seeing the view. Let me just show you the confluence point from here. That side is Alaknanda river, and from this side is Bhagirathi river, and this is the point from where Ganga begins. Just look behind how beautiful this site looks. Devprayag is actually a pilgrimage town and you don't expect too much of commercial stuff here. The sanctity of the town has still been maintained, but this is one of the most important confluence points. I think you are around Rishikesh or if you are around Dehradun, then I definitely recommend coming to Devprayag. Devprayag is at about 830 meters above sea level and this is the last point of the confluence. Now I'm walking to the point. I figured out the shortest distance to be able to get down, see the confluence more closely. So these steps actually are quite thick and chunky. I don't think there are that many in number, at least I'm hoping they're not that many in number, but every step down is like, I have to be careful. And the other thing is that when walking back up, I don't know what's going to happen. Apart from Sangam Ghat, even Raghunath Mandir here is super important. Apparently one of the oldest Ram temples has been around since 10th century or something like that. This is the place where Ramji served his pedants. With every few steps, the views are getting only better. You can literally hear that gushing sound of water. I'm excited. See the speed. And there's also a bridge. On the bridge and I don't think it gets better than this. The air is just so fresh and that sound of running water, this is a very, very different experience. We've gotten out of the bridge. Now like we're crossing this little market kind of area. There are a lot of cows and stuff everywhere. The last part and then I get to the Sangam. The amount of steps I've done today, I think I'm going to treat myself to a really, really good meal. Oh my God. These steps are even chunkier. Alright you guys, so this is the exact confluence point. From here we have Bhagirathi and from here we have Alaknanda. Being here has such a different feeling and that water does have that gushing sound but it's still extremely relaxing. This is the part where we take off our shoes. Alright. It's time. I won't be able to take a full dip because I'm sure the water is really, really cold, but I'm scared. Told me there's something known as a panch snan. So you wash your hands, your arms, your face, your hair, like put some water on your hair and your feet. And because these are holy waters, feet go in the last after cleaning like other body parts. ये ज़्यादा तेज है ना? ना यहाँ पे मैं खड़ा हूँ वहाँ पे ना तो हम खड़े हैं खड़ा ही नहीं आराम से My God, this is really cold. This is freezing water. I don't think I've been in water this cold ever. And हाँ, मैं 1 मिनट बाहर आ जाती हूँ. This whole site, this whole experience is extremely overwhelming. I don't think I've had this kind of an experience ever before in my life. My jeans are completely wet. If you believe in the spiritual power of this confluence and these rivers, then you will definitely be able to feel those vibrations here. It is nothing that I can put into words. This experience is magical. In the beginning, you do find the water really, really cold, but after a while, I just got used to it and it's like I mysteriously forgot any kind of stress, any kind of worries that I had, and I had the same experience at the Ganga Ghat in Rishikesh, and here I think it's just even more overwhelming because you're able to see the rivers so up close. It is literally feeling like a divine confluence. I think that's what the name means. That is the Raghunath Temple. There are about 108 steps to go up, but I need to rush because I spent way too much time at the confluence point. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. I feel very, very bad about it. But if you can, then please come to Raghunath Temple. And I'm so sorry, Ramji. I think this is sage Vashisht. We went to the Vashishta Gufa in the morning, and this is a statue of the same.
The distance between Devprayag and Rishikesh is about 75 kilometers. You can budget 2 to 3 hours to get here. And the road is a national highway, so it's quite good. It's in fact known as the Rishikesh Devprayag National Highway, and this further on leads to Badrinath. Now when you come to Devprayag and see the Sangam point, you will notice that Alaknanda and Bhagirathi, both the rivers, the colors are quite different from each other. One, according to me, felt a little bit more on the blue side and the other a little bit more on the green side. And it is said that at different times of the year, the colors appear more and more different. And where they meet and form Ganga, the Ganga flows right into Rishikesh and Haridwar. In Devprayag itself, you might find some accommodation facilities like dharamshalas, smaller hotels and lodges.